God of War, Kratos embarks on a mythic Norse journey alongside his son Atreus, facing gods and monsters in a breathtaking world. Wield the Leviathan axe with devastating precision to crush foes in brutal, heart-pounding combat. Explore stunning realms filled with danger and ancient secrets waiting to be uncovered. Every clash feels visceral, blending raw power with emotional storytelling. This action epic redefines what a PS4 game can achieve.
Uncharted 4: A Thief's End thrusts you into a globe-trotting quest for lost treasure. Swing through lush jungles, scale crumbling ruins, and outwit mercenaries in explosive shootouts. Heart-stopping set pieces, from car chases to collapsing towers, keep your pulse racing. The cinematic action is paired with a gripping tale of loyalty and betrayal. Join Drake for an unforgettable thrill ride on the PS4.
Marvel's Spider-Man. Swing through the vibrant streets of New York City as the iconic Spider-Man. Battle notorious villains with acrobatic web-slinging and fast-paced combat that feels straight out of a comic book. Take on gangs, stop crimes, and unleash devastating combos in an open world bursting with action. The city is your playground, filled with secrets to uncover and foes to defeat. This PS4 gem brings Humo King's superhero thrills to life like never before.
Horizon Zero Dawn. As Aloy, explore a lush, post-apocalyptic world overrun by robotic creatures. Use strategy and skill to battle massive machines with bows, traps, and explosives in thrilling encounters. Uncover the secrets of a forgotten civilization while mastering dynamic combat systems. The breathtaking landscapes hide dangers at every turn, demanding quick reflexes. Horizon Zero Dawn blends action and mystery into an unforgettable PS4 adventure.
The Last of Us Part 2? Ellie's journey of survival and revenge is a brutal emotional roller coaster. Engage in tense stealth combat, crafting weapons to take down infected and human foes alike. Every encounter feels desperate, with visceral melee and gunfire that pull no punches. Navigate a shattered world filled with danger and moral dilemmas. This PS4 masterpiece delivers action that hits as hard as its story.
Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Become the one-armed wolf, a shinobi on a quest for vengeance in feudal Japan. Master precise swordplay and stealth tactics to defeat deadly foes in intense swarfy duels. Every clash tests your reflexes, demanding perfect timing and strategy. Navigate treacherous landscapes filled with traps and hidden enemies. Sekiro's unforgiving action makes every victory feel earned on the PS4.
Devil May Cry 5. Unleash stylish chaos as Dante, Nero, and V in a demon-slaying spectacle. Slice through hordes of fiends with flashy combos and over-the-top weapons. The fast-paced combat is paired with a killer soundtrack that fuels the adrenaline. Switch characters to unleash unique fighting styles against epic bosses. Devil May Cry 5 is pure, unfiltered action bliss on the PS4.
Ghost of Tsushima. Rise as a samurai or embrace the path of the ghost to save Tsushima. Wield a razor-sharp katana in breathtaking duels that demand precision and skill. Liberate villages from Mongol invaders in an open world bursting with action. Stunning visuals bring feudal Japan to life, from wind-swept fields to fiery battles. This PS4 epic delivers samurai action at its finest.
Elden Ring. Venture into the lands between as the Tarnished in a vast open world crafted by From Software. Battle grotesque creatures and demigods with dynamic, skill-based combat. Explore sprawling landscapes filled with dungeons, secrets, and deadly foes. Elden Ring redefines action RPGs with unparalleled depth on the PS4.
Batman: Arkham Knight. Become the Dark Knight in a gritty, action-packed Gotham State. Glide through the streets, using gadgets and martial arts to take down criminals. Engage in cinematic brawls with fluid combos and bone-crunching finishers. Drive the Batmobile through chaotic battles against tanks and drones. This PS4 title delivers superhero action that's pure Batman perfection.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Join Lara Croft on her deadliest adventure yet. deep in treacherous jungles. Master stealth and archery to take down enemies in heart-pounding encounters. Navigate perilous tombs filled with traps and puzzles that test your wits. The lush environments hide dangers around every corner, demanding quick reflexes. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is action-adventure at its peak on the PS4.
Control. Step into the shifting halls of the oldest house as Jesse Faden. Wield supernatural powers and a shape-shifting weapon to battle otherworldly enemies. Engage in fast-paced telekinetic combat that feels chaotic yet precise. Explore a surreal world where reality bends and secrets unravel. Control's mind-bending action makes it a PS4 standout. Doom Eternal. Rip and tear as the Doom Slayer in a relentless demon-slaying frenzy. Blast through hordes with a brutal arsenal of guns, chainsaws, and glory kills. Navigate hellish landscapes with lightning-fast movement and precision shooting. Every level is a high-octane battle against overwhelming odds. Doom Eternal delivers pure, chaotic action on the PS4.
Nier Automata join androids 2B and 9S in a war against alien machines in a dystopian future. Slash through enemies with fluid, stylish combat, and seamless weapon switches. Explore a haunting open world filled with robotic foes and hidden stories. The action blends with a deep philosophical narrative that grips you. Nier Automata is a PS4 action gem unlike any other.
Days Gone ride into a zombie apocalypse as Deacon St. John, a rugged biker. Battle massive hordes of infected with guns, melee weapons, and traps in heart-stopping encounters. Explore a vast open world on your motorcycle filled with danger and beauty. Survive ambushes and scavenge for survival in a brutal world. Days Gone delivers relentless action on the PS4.
Ratchet and Clank. Join Ratchet and his robot pal Clank for a galactic action adventure. Blast enemies with wild, over-the-top weapons and vibrant, colorful worlds. Leap, shoot, and explore planets filled with quirky foes and epic bosses. The fast-paced combat keeps you hooked from start to finish. This PS4 remake is a joyful, action-packed ride.
Infamous Second Son. Wield superhuman powers as Delson Rowe in a neon-lit Seattle. Unleash smoke, neon, and concrete abilities in explosive battle against oppressive forces. Traverse the city with fluid parkour and devastating attacks. Every choice shapes your path in this open-world adventure. Infamous Second Son electrifies action gaming on the PS4.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Become a legendary Spartan hero in ancient Greece's vast open world. Clash with mercenaries and mythical beasts using swords, spears, and stealth. Sail across seas to raid or explore with action around every corner. Customize your skills to carve your own epic path. Assassin's Creed Odyssey delivers grand action on the PS4.
Far Cry 5. Liberate Hope County from a fanatical cult in a chaotic open world. Engage in explosive firefights with guns, vehicles, and even bears as allies. Explore rivers, forests, and towns filled with danger and opportunities. Outsmart enemies with stealth or all-out assaults for thrilling chaos. Far Cry 5 brings relentless action to the PS4.
Monster Hunter World. Hunt colossal beasts in a vibrant living world as a skilled hunter. Craft weapons and armor from your kills to take on even bigger monsters. Team up or go solo in epic battles that demand strategy and reflexes. Every hunt is a thrilling, action-packed spectacle. Monster Hunter World roars onto the PS4 with unmatched intensity.
DMC, Devil May Cry. Step into Dante's boots in a stylish, rebellious action reboot. Hack and slash demons with angelic and demonic weapons in dazzling combos. Surf on enemies and chain attacks in a neon-soaked world. The pulsing soundtrack fuels every heart-pounding fight. DMC delivers devilishly fun action on the PS4.
Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Swing into action as Miles Morales, New York's newest Spider-Man, in a vibrant, snowy city. Master electrifying venom powers and I was slinging acrobatics to battle ruthless criminals.
Engage in a fast-paced combat blending stealth and explosive attacks against high-tech foes. Explore a dynamic open world packed with side missions and thrilling challenges. This PS4 adventure delivers superhero action with heart and style.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Wield a lightsaber as Cal Kestis, a fugitive Jedi in a galaxy under Imperial rule. Slice through stormtroopers and alien beasts with fluid, skill-based combat. Explore ancient ruins and climb treacherous terrain in heart-pounding platforming sequences. Uncover your past while facing relentless Inquisitors in epic duels. This PS4 title brings Star Wars action to life with cinematic flair.
Dishonored 2. Step into the boots of Emily or Corvo in a steampunk world of shadowy intrigue. Use supernatural powers like teleportation and time bending to infiltrate enemy strongholds. Choose stealth or chaotic combat to eliminate targets with deadly precision. Every mission offers creative freedom, from silent takedowns to explosive mayhem. Dishonored 2 delivers gripping action on the PS4.
Until Dawn, survive a night of terror in the cinematic, choice-driven action horror game. Navigate a snowy mountain retreat as 8 friends face a deadly threat. Make split-second decisions that trigger intense chases and life-or-death encounters. Every choice shapes the story, with danger lurking in every shadow. Until Dawn blends action and suspense for a thrilling PS4 experience.
Ghost Runner sliced through a power-punk dystopia as a blade-wielding assassin in relentless high-speed action. Dash, slide, and cut enemies with a single, precise strike in heart-pounding battles. Master wall running and grappling to navigate neon-lit towers filled with danger. One hit can end you, making every move a test of skill. Ghost Runner delivers lightning-fast action on the PS4.
Titanfall 2, pilot a massive Titan mech or fight on foot in a futuristic war zone. Engage in fast-paced, wall-running gunfights that blend agility with explosive firepower. Command your Titan for earth-shaking battles against enemy mechs and soldiers. The single-player campaign delivers thrilling set pieces and heartfelt moments. Titanfall 2 is a high-octane action gem on the PS4.
Just Cause 3. Unleash chaos as Rico Rodriguez in a Mediterranean paradise ruled by a dictator. Grapple, parachute, and wingsuit across a massive open world, causing explosive mayhem. Blow up bases, hijack vehicles, and tether enemies for creative destruction. Every mission is a playground for over-the-top action stunts. Just Cause 3 delivers pure chaos on the PS4.
Dying Light. Survive a zombie-infested city as Kyle Crane in a gripping open-world adventure. Run, climb, and parkour through urban ruins while battling hordes of infected. Craft weapons and use brutal melee combat to fend off the undead at night. The dynamic day-night cycle ramps up the intensity with stronger enemies. Dying Light delivers heart-pounding survival action on the PS4.
Bayonetta 2. Wield magical hair and guns as the stylish witch Bayonetta in a dazzling action sequel. Fight angels and demons with acrobatic combos and massive summon attacks. Dodge enemy strikes with perfect timing to unleash devastating witch time. The vibrant, over-the-top battles are a visual spectacle. Bayonetta 2 is a whirlwind of action on the PS4.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla lived the life of a Viking warrior in a brutal open-world England. Raid fortresses with axes and shields in visceral, large-scale battles. Explore misty forests and ancient ruins, filled with enemies and hidden treasures. Forge alliances or crush foes in your quest for glory. Assassin's Creed Valhalla delivers epic action on the PS4.
Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, fight a Nazi regime as BJ Blazkowicz in an alternate history America. Wield dual shotguns and futuristic weapons in gory, high-octane firefights. Storm enemy bases from bunkers to airships in relentless action sequences. The gripping story fuels every explosive moment. Wolfenstein 2 is a bold, action-packed FPS on the PS4.
Gravity Rush 2. Soar through vibrant skies as Kat, a gravity-shifting heroine in a stunning open world. Manipulate gravity to dive, fly, and crush enemies with acrobatic attacks. Battle massive bosses and robotic armies in dynamic, physics-defying combat. Explore floating cities filled with secrets and side missions. Gravity Rush 2 delivers unique action on the PS4.
The Evil Within 2. Survive a nightmare world as Sebastian Castellanos in a gripping action horror adventure. Face grotesque monsters with guns, traps, and stealth intense battles. Explore a haunting open world filled with danger and psychological terror. Every encounter tests your wits and reflexes. The Evil Within 2 delivers chilling action on the PS4.
Become a samurai in a dark feudal Japan overrun by demons. Master intricate swordplay and stances to defeat yokai in challenging battles. Explore war-torn lands filled with looped traps and deadly warriors. Every fight demands strategy and lightning-fast reflexes. Neo delivers hardcore action RPG thrills on the PS4.
Sniper Elite 4. Take aim as a covert sniper in World War II's sprawling battlefields. Pick off enemies with precise, gruesome headshots in open-world missions. Use stealth, traps, and explosives to outsmart Nazi forces. Dynamic environments offer endless tactical options. Sniper Elite 4 brings sharpshooting action to the PS4.
A Plague Tale Innocence guide Amicia and Hugo through a rat-infested, war-torn medieval world. Use stealth and slingshots to evade soldiers and plague-ridden slums. Craft tools and distractions to survive heart-pounding chases and ambushes. The gripping story amplifies every tense encounter. A Plague Tale delivers cinematic action on the PS4.
Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Journey through a Viking hell as Senua, a warrior haunted by visions. Battle nightmarish creatures with intense, visceral melee combat. Navigate puzzles and illusions in a haunting, psychological world. The stunning visuals and sound design immerse you in every fight. Hellblade is a unique action masterpiece on the PS4.
Darksiders 3 unleashes fury, a fiery mage in a post-apocalyptic world of demons and angels. Wield whips, swords, and magic in fast-paced hack-and-slash combat. Explore ruined cities and battle massive bosses that test your skills. Every victory feels epic in this vibrant, chaotic world. Darksiders 3 delivers relentless action on the PS4.
Watch Dogs 2 hacks San Francisco as Marcus Holloway in a vibrant open-world adventure. Infiltrate high-tech facilities with drones, gadgets, and stealth takedowns. Engage in chaotic shootouts or outsmart enemies with creative hacks. Explore a lively city packed with missions and hidden tech. Watch Dogs 2 delivers hacking field action on the PS4.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Ride into the Wild West as Arthur Morgan, an outlaw in a sprawling open world. Engage in intense gunfights, robbing trains or dueling bandits under a blazing sun. Hunt wildlife, raid camps, and navigate treacherous landscapes filled with danger. The dynamic world reacts to your every choice, from stealthy ambushes to explosive chaos. Stunning visuals bring every heart-pounding moment to life. Red Dead Redemption 2 delivers unmatched action and immersion on the PS4.
Resident Evil 3 Remake. Flee Raccoon City as Jill Valentine, pursued by the relentless nemesis. Blast zombies and mutants with shotguns and grenades in desperate high-stakes combat. Navigate claustrophobic streets and labs where danger lurks around every corner. Use quick reflexes to dodge the hulking nemesis in pulse-racing encounters. This cinematic horror amplifies every tense firefight. Resident Evil 3 is heart-stopping action horror on the PS4.
Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. Step into a younger Dante's boots in this stylish prequel packed with demon-slaying action. Wield dual pistols and a katana to unleash flashy combos on demonic hordes. Switch combat styles on the fly, from swordmaster to gunslinger, for chaotic battles. Face towering bosses that demand precision and creativity to defeat. The gothic world pulses with a killer soundtrack fueling every fight. Devil May Cry 3 is a timeless action classic on the PS4.
Doom 2016. Rip through Hell's legions as the Doom Slayer in a relentless, blood-soaked shooter.
Tear demons apart with chainsaws, plasma rifles, and brutal glory kills. Sprint through infernal arenas, dodging attacks while unleashing devastating firepower. The fast-paced combat never slows, with enemies swarming at every turn. Heart-pounding music drives the carnage to new heights. Doom delivers pure, adrenaline-fueled action on the PS4.
Infamous First Light. Wield neon powers as Fetch, a super-powered rebel in a gritty Seattle open world. Dash through streets, blasting enemies with radiant energy and dazzling combat. Scale buildings and unleash devastating attacks to take down oppressive forces. The vibrant city hides secrets and side missions that keep the action flowing. Your choices shape Fetch's fiery path of vengeance. Infamous First Light electrifies action gaming on the PS4.
Neo 2 rises as a half yokai warrior in a demon-infested feudal Japan. Wield axes, spears, and supernatural powers in brutal, skill-based combat. Battle grotesque yokai and samurai in dynamic, fast-paced duels across war-torn lands. Craft weapons and armor to face ever deadlier foes. The intricate world hides secrets and challenges at every turn. Neo 2 is a hardcore action epic on the PS4.
Shadow of the Colossus. Wander a forbidden land as a lone hero tasked with slaying towering colossi. Climb massive beasts, gripping fur and stone to strike their weak points. Each battle is a heart-pounding puzzle, blending action and strategy. The vast melancholy world immerses you in every epic encounter. Stunning visuals make every Colossus fight unforgettable. Shadow of the Colossus is a timeless action masterpiece on the PS4.
Yakuza 0. Step into 1980s Japan as Kiryu and Mahima in a crime-fueled action epic. Crush rival Yakuza in brutal street fights with dynamic combat styles. Explore neon-soaked cities packed with minigames, from karaoke to street racing. Every brawl feels visceral, with bone-crushing finishers and environmental attacks. The gripping story weaves betrayal and loyalty into every punch. Yakuza 0 is a knockout action experience on the PS4. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Join Chloe Fraser and Nadine Ross on a treasure-hunting quest through India's jungles. Battle mercenaries in explosive gunfights and daring cliffside chases. Solve ancient puzzles while navigating crumbling ruins filled with traps. The cinematic action blends stealth, combat, and breathtaking set pieces. Their fiery chemistry fuels every heart-pounding moment. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is a thrilling PS4 adventure.
Metro Exodus. Survive a post-apocalyptic Russia as Artyom in a gripping action shooter. Battle mutants and bandits with scavenged weapons, intense, immersive firefights. Explore vast, irradiated landscapes from frozen tundras to scorching deserts. Stealth and strategy are key to surviving ambushes and scarce resources. The haunting atmosphere amplifies every heart-racing encounter. Metro Exodus delivers survival action on the PS4.
Knack 2. Control Knack, a shape-shifting hero in a vibrant, action-packed platformer. Grow massive or shrink small to battle robotic armies with dynamic melee combos. Smash through enemies and environments in fast-paced, family-friendly combat. Team up with a friend for co-op chaos across colorful worlds. The charming story keeps the action light, yet thrilling. Knack 2 is a fun-filled action romp on the PS4.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Live Goku's saga in an action RPG bursting with anime energy. Unleash ki blasts and iconic moves like Kamehameha and explosive battles. Soar through vibrant worlds, fighting Saiyans, androids, and cosmic tyrants. Train and upgrade to face earth-shaking bosses and epic showdowns. The nostalgic story recreates every thrilling moment. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is a high-flying action hit on the PS4.
Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Blast through dimensions as Ratchet & Clank in a dazzling action platformer. Wield outrageous weapons, from burst pistols to explosive shurikens against robotic foes.
leap through rifts to battle across vibrant, ever-shifting worlds. The fast-paced combat blends shooting and melee with seamless precision. Stunning visuals make every fight a spectacle. Rift Apart is a multiversal action thrill on the PS4.
Far Cry Primal. Survive the Stone Age as Takar, a hunter in a primal open world. Tame beasts like saber-toothed cats to fight alongside you in savage battles. Wield spears, clubs, and bows to take down rival tribes and wild predators. Explore lush valleys and frozen peaks filled with danger and resources. Every hunt is a test of skill and survival. Far Cry Primal unleashes prehistoric action on the PS4.
Dead Island Definitive Edition. Hack through zombie hordes on a tropical island paradise turned nightmare. Smash skulls with machetes, pipes, and crafted weapons in gory melee combat. Explore sun-soaked resorts and jungles filled with undead and desperate survivors. Team up with friends for co-op chaos against relentless enemies. The open world keeps the adrenaline pumping at every turn. Dead Island delivers brutal action on the PS4.
Middle-earth, Shadow of War. Forge an army as Talion, a ranger battling Sauron's forces in Mordor. Dominate orcs and command them in massive, chaotic sieges with the Nemesis system. Wield swords, daggers, and wraith powers in fluid, brutal combat. Storm fortresses and ride beasts in epic, large-scale battles. The dynamic world makes every fight uniquely thrilling. Shadow of War is a legendary action epic on the PS4.
The Surge 2. Carve through a dystopian city as a cybernetic warrior in a brutal action RPG. Dismember robotic foes with precise limb-targeting melee combat. Craft and upgrade gear from your kills to face tougher enemies and bosses. Explore sprawling sci-fi ruins filled with traps and hidden paths. Every battle tests reflex and strategy. The Surge 2 delivers hardcore action on the PS4. Sunset Overdrive. Dive into a colorful apocalypse as a punk hero in a chaotic open world. Grind rails and wall run while blasting mutants with wacky weapons like vinyl record launchers. Chain acrobatic moves for high-scoring, fast-paced combat. Battle massive bosses and hordes in vibrant, anarchic cities. The irreverent humor fuels every explosive encounter. Sunset Overdrive is a gleefully chaotic action hit on the PS4.
Hitman 2 become Agent 47, the ultimate assassin in a globe-trotting world of stealth and action. Eliminate targets with sniper rifles, toisons, or creative environmental kills. Infiltrate exotic locations from Miami racetracks to Colombian jungles with tactical precision. Blend into crowds or unleash chaos in dynamic, open-ended missions. Every contract offers freedom to craft your perfect hit. Hitman 2 delivers thrilling action on the PS4.
Far Cry New Dawn. Dive into a vibrant post-apocalyptic Hope County as a survivor fighting twin warlords. Blast enemies with saw launchers and makeshift weapons in chaotic open-world battles. Ride ATVs or hijack trucks to storm outposts filled with neon-drenched danger. Recruit allies from dogs to sharpshooters for explosive co-op mayhem. The colorful world amplifies every heart-racing skirmish. Far Cry New Dawn is a wild action adventure on the PS4.
Borderlands 3. Shoot and loot as a vault hunter in a zany sci-fi open world. Unleash billions of guns, from laser rifles to explosive shotguns, against psychotic bandits. Team up for co-op chaos, battling through alien planets and neon-lit bases. Customize skills to create wild, high-octane combat builds. The vibrant art and humor amplify every firefight. Borderlands 3 is a loot-driven action frenzy on the PS4.
The Surge Complete Edition. Dismember robotic foes in a dystopian sci-fi world with all DLC included. Target limbs with precise melee strikes to craft brutal upgrades and intense combat. Navigate sprawling industrial ruins filled with deadly machines and traps. Battle massive bosses that test your reflexes and strategy in epic duels. The gritty visuals make every fight feel visceral and desperate. The Surge delivers hardcore action on the PS4.
Watch Dogs. Hack Chicago streets as Aiden Pierce in a high-tech open-world action thriller.
Infiltrate systems to control traffic lights and cameras, outsmarting enemies with clever distractions. Engage in intense gunfights in car chases through a sprawling urban playground. Use stealth to silently eliminate gangsters or unleash chaos with hacked explosives. The gritty narrative fuels every heart-pounding mission. Watch Dogs delivers hacking-filled action on the PS4.
Aliens Fireteam Elite Enhanced fight xenomorph swarms as a colonial marine in an enhanced co-op sci-fi shooter. Blast aliens with pulse rifles and smart guns in intense squad-based firefights. Navigate infested outposts in ships filled with relentless creatures and traps. Team up with friends to survive waves of deadly enemies and bosses. The gritty atmosphere keeps every encounter pulse-pounding. Aliens Fireteam Elite delivers horror action on the PS4.
A Plague Tale Innocence Enhanced. Guide Anicia and Hugo through a rat-plagued medieval world in an enhanced action-adventure. Use stealth, slingshots, and alchemy to evade soldiers and swarms in tense chases. Craft tools to outwit enemies in dynamic, heart-pounding encounters. Battle new threats with cunning and limited resources in war-torn cities. The emotional story fuels every desperate moment. Innocence Enhanced delivers gripping action on the PS4.
Star Wars Battlefront. Fight across iconic Star Wars planets in a cinematic multiplayer action epic. Wield blasters as a rebel or stormtrooper in massive, chaotic battles. Pilot AT-ATs and X-Wings in explosive ground and air combat. Battle heroes like Luke Skywalker in thrilling, fast-paced showdowns. The immersive visuals bring every skirmish to life. Battlefront delivers galactic action on the PS4.
Injustice 2 Legendary Edition. Clash as DC heroes and villains in an expanded cinematic fighting game. Unleash Batman's gadgets or Wonder Woman's lasso in brutal combo-heavy battles. Fight through story-driven arenas or online matches with precise, high-stakes combat. Customize fighters with gear to create unique, devastating playstyles. The stunning visuals amplify every earth-shaking hit. Injustice 2 Legendary is a superhero action titan on the PS4.
Nier Replicant version 1.22474487139 slash through shades as a young warrior in a haunting action RPG. Wield swords and magic in fluid, fast-paced combat across desolate landscapes. Battle colossal bosses with devastating attacks and seamless dodging. Explore a tragic world filled with secrets and emotional storytelling. The remastered visuals enhance every heart-wrenching fight. Nier Replicant delivers action with soul on the PS4.
Marvel's Avengers. Assemble as Earth's mightiest heroes in a blockbuster action-adventure. Wield Thor's hammer, Iron Man's repulsors, or Captain America's shield in explosive battles against AIM forces. Team up with friends for co-op missions across dynamic, destructible environments. Customize your hero skills to unleash devastating combos on robotic enemies. The cinematic story fills every heart-pounding clash. Marvel's Avengers delivers superhero action on the PS4.
Horizon Forbidden West venture into a stunning post-apocalyptic frontier as Aloy, battling colossal robotic beasts. Wield advanced bows, slings, and traps in dynamic strategic combat encounters. Dive, climb, and glide through lush jungles and ruined cities filled with threats. Uncover ancient mysteries while facing new, deadly machines in epic showdowns. The breathtaking visuals make every fight a spectacle. Horizon Forbidden West is a thrilling action odyssey on the PS4.
The Last Guardian. Bond with Trico, a giant creature in a haunting, action-packed adventure. Navigate crumbling ruins and battle shadowy enemies with teamwork and quick reflexes. Climb Trico's massive frame to reach treacherous heights in thrilling platforming sequences. The emotional story fuels every perilous encounter with soldiers and traps. The atmospheric world immerses you in every heart-racing moment. The Last Guardian is a unique action journey on the PS4. Death Stranding. Traverse a fractured world as Sam Bridges, a career in a haunting open world. Battle spectral BTs with futuristic weapons and stealth, intense otherworldly encounters. Carry vital cargo across treacherous terrains, dodging bandits and supernatural storms. Build bridges and zip lines to conquer rugged landscapes filled with danger. The gripping narrative ties every action-packed delivery together. Death Stranding redefines action-adventure on the PS4.
Just Cause 4. Unleash anarchy as Rico Rodriguez in a storm-ravaged South American open world. Grapple, wingsuit, and tether enemies for explosive, creative destruction. Hijack tanks and jets to wreak havoc on military bases in chaotic battles. Survive deadly tornadoes while battling a ruthless private army. Every mission is a playground for over-the-top stunts. Just Cause 4 delivers wild action freedom on the PS4. Control Ultimate Edition wields supernatural powers as Jesse Phaeton in the shifting, surreal Oldest House. Hurl objects with telekinesis and blast enemies with a morphing weapon in chaotic combat. Navigate a labyrinthine world where reality warps, filled with paranormal threats. Master new abilities to battle possessed agents and towering bosses. The mind-bending story amplifies every explosive encounter. Control delivers otherworldly action on the PS4.
Ghostbusters the video game remastered. Suit up as a Ghostbuster in a spirited, action-packed adventure. Blast ghosts with proton packs and trap them in high-energy, supernatural battles. Explore haunted mansions, then city streets filled with spectral chaos. Team up with the iconic crew to face massive, ghostly bosses. The nostalgic humor fuels every thrilling ghost hunt. Ghostbusters is a proton-charged action hit on the PS4.
Darksiders Genesis. Slash through demonic horns is war and strife in a top-down action spin-off. Wield fiery swords and rapid-fire pistols in fast-paced, cooperating combat. Explore hellish landscapes filled with puzzles, traps, and monstrous bosses. Switch between characters to unleash devastating combo attacks. The vibrant art style amplifies every chaotic battle. Darksiders Genesis is a fiery action romp on the PS4.
Resident Evil Village faced lichens and vampires as Ethan Winters in a chilling action horror adventure.
Blast monstrous foes with shotguns and rifles in desperate, heart-pounding firefights. Explore a snowy village and gothic castle filled with traps and terror. Outwit towering bosses like Lady Dimitrescu in intense cinematic showdowns. The haunting atmosphere amplifies every pulsed racing moment. Resident Evil Village is a thrilling PS4 action horror.
Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is spin, jump, and slide as Crash in a vibrant platforming action adventure. Battle robotic enemies and mad scientists with acrobatic moves across wild dimensions. Navigate perilous levels filled with traps, crumbling platforms, and epic bosses. Switch between Crash and Coco for a varied, fast-paced gameplay. The colorful chaos keeps every moment thrilling. Crash Bandicoot 4 is a high-energy action hit on the PS4.
Astrobot Rescue Mission. Dive into a VR-powered platforming adventure as Astro, a brave robot hero. Punch, jump, and swing through vibrant worlds to rescue your bot crew. Battle quirky enemies and massive bosses with intuitive, action-packed controls. Explore interactive levels filled with secrets and high-flying stunts. The charming visuals make every moment a joy. Astrobot delivers immersive action fun on the PS4.
Concrete Genie. Wield a magical paintbrush as Ash in a heartfelt, action-packed adventure. Bring murals to life to battle bullies and cleanse a polluted town. Skate through streets, dodging enemies while painting vibrant creatures to fight alongside you. Solve environmental puzzles and outwit foes in dynamic, colorful encounters. The emotional story fuels every creative clash. Concrete Genie is a unique action gem on the PS4.
Yakuza Kiwami 2. Rule Kamurocho as Kazuma Kiryu in a remade action epic of crime and honor. Crush Yakuza rivals in brutal street brawls with heat actions and environmental weapons. Explore neon-lit cities packed with side quests, from karaoke to gang wars. Face off against the ruthless Ryuji Goda in explosive showdowns. The gripping drama amplifies every bone-crunching punch. Yakuza Kiwami 2 is a thrilling PS4 action saga.
Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 as stalk enemies as a sniper in a war-torn open world. Take out targets with precise, long-range headshots using customizable rifles. Infiltrate bases with stealth or unleash chaos with explosives and drones. Navigate rugged terrains from mountains to forests filled with hostile patrols. Every mission offers tactical freedom to shape your approach. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is a sharpshooting action thrill on the PS4.
Star Wars Squadrons. Pilot X-Wings and TIE Fighters in exhilarating starfighter battles across the galaxy. Engage in dogfights with laser cannons and missiles in intense V5 multiplayer. Dodge asteroids and enemy fire in fast-paced first-person space combat. Customize your ship to outmaneuver foes in epic fleet battles. The immersive cockpit view fuels every thrilling skirmish. Squadrons is a high-flying action hit on the PS4.
Aliens Fireteam Elite. Fight xenomorph swarms as a colonial marine in a cooperative sci-fi shooter. Blast aliens with pulsed rifles and smart guns in intense, squad-based firefights. Navigate infested outposts and derelict ships filled with relentless creatures. Team up with friends to survive waves of deadly enemies and bosses. The gritty atmosphere keeps every encounter pulse-pounding. Fireteam Elite delivers horror action on the PS4.
The Surge. Battle cybernetic foes in a dystopian sci-fi world as a rigged-up survivor. Dismember enemies with precise limb-targeting melee combat for brutal upgrades. Explore industrial complexes filled with deadly robots and hazardous traps. Face massive bosses that test your reflexes and strategy in intense duels. The gritty atmosphere amplifies every heart-pounding clash. The Surge delivers hardcore action on the PS4.
A Way Out. Team up as Leo and Vincent, two prisoners, in a co-op action adventure. Break out of jail with fistfights, stealth, and high-stakes chases through gritty environments. Drive cars, climb cliffs, and shoot enemies in cinematic split-screen action. Every choice shapes your escape, from quiet sneaking to chaotic shootouts. The emotional story fuels every thrilling moment. A Way Out is a unique action tale on the PS4.
Mortal Kombat 11. Enter the brutal arena as iconic fighters in a gory cinematic fighting game. Unleash bone-crushing combos and fatalities with Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and more. Battle through story-driven tournaments or online matches with precise, high-stakes combat. Customize fighters with gear and moves for unique, bloody showdowns. The stunning visuals amplify every visceral hit. Mortal Kombat 11 is a fighting action masterpiece on the PS4.
Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered sailed the icy North Atlantic as Shay Cormac, a rogue assassin turned Templar. Command your ship, the Morgan, in explosive naval battles against enemy fleets. Hunt assassins with swords and hidden blades in stealthy open-world combat. Explore frozen rivers and colonial cities filled with danger and secrets. The remastered visuals enhance every thrilling encounter. Rogue delivers pirate action with a twist on the PS4.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Dive into a futuristic war zone as a cyber-enhanced soldier in high-octane action. Blast enemies with advanced weaponry in fast-paced cinematic campaigns. Battle zombies in co-op survival modes across nightmarish maps. Sprint, wall run, and slide through multiplayer arenas for intense firefights. The chaotic pace keeps every match adrenaline pumping. Black Ops 3 delivers explosive action on the PlayStation 4.
Zombie Army 4 Dead War. Fight undead hordes in a horror-fueled World War II shooter. Blast zombies with rifles and traps in gory cooperative firefights. Battle grotesque bosses and Nazi experiments across haunted battlefields. Upgrade weapons with supernatural powers for devastating kills. The eerie atmosphere keeps tension high in every wave. Zombie Army 4 delivers chaotic action on the PS4.
Journey to the Savage Planet. Explore alien worlds as a quirky space explorer in a sci-fi action-adventure. Blast bizarre creatures with laser guns and grapple through vibrant, hostile ecosystems. Discover strange flora and fauna while uncovering corporate conspiracies. solve environmental puzzles, and battle massive beasts in thrilling encounters. The humorous tone fuels every colorful skirmish. Journey to the Savage Planet is a wild action romp on the PS4.
Destroy All Humans remake. Invade Earth as Crypto, an alien with a knack for chaos in a retro-futuristic open world. Vaporize humans with ray guns and unleash psychokinetic powers on military forces. Abduct enemies and destroy cities with your flying saucer in explosive battles. Explore 1950s America, packed with secrets and destructible environments. The campy humor amplifies every anarchic moment. Destroy All Humans is a gleefully chaotic action hit on the PS4.
Dreams. Create and battle in a limitless, action-packed dreamscape crafted by players. Fight through community-made levels, from medieval wars to sci-fi shootouts with dynamic combat. Wield swords, guns, or magic in ever-changing imaginative worlds. Explore surreal environments filled with challenges and hidden treasures. The endless creativity fuels every thrilling adventure. Dreams delivers boundless action possibilities on the PS4.
Mafia 3 Definitive Edition. Rule 1960s New Bordeaux as Lincoln Clay, a vengeful veteran. Gun down mobsters in brutal shootouts and stealthy assassinations across a gritty open world. Drive muscle cars through bayous and city streets, dodging cops in high-speed chases. Build your criminal empire by seizing rival territories in explosive turf wars. The cinematic story fuels every heart-pounding betrayal. Mafia 3 delivers crime-fueled action on the PS4.
Ghost of Tsushima, Director's Cut. Rise as Jin Sakai, a samurai turned ghost to liberate Tsushima from Mongol invaders. Slice through enemies with precise katana strikes in cinematic open-world duels. Ambush foes with stealth, or charge into explosive battles across windswept plains. Explore feudal Japan, from bamboo forests to fiery war zones, packed with danger. The expanded Iki Island adds thrilling new challenges. Ghost of Tsushima is a samurai action epic on the PS4.
Energetic, confident, and conversational tone. The Surge 2 Enhanced Edition dismember robotic foes in a dystopian sci-fi world as a cybernetic warrior. Target limbs with precise melee strikes to craft brutal upgrades and intense combat. Navigate sprawling city ruins filled with deadly machines and hazardous traps. Battle massive bosses that test your reflexes and strategy in epic duels. The enhanced visuals make every fight feel visceral and desperate. The Surge 2 delivers hardcore action on the PS4.
Become Agent 47 in a sleek, open-world assassination sandbox. Eliminate targets with sniper shots, disguises, or explosive traps in exotic locations like Dubai. Infiltrate lavish mansions and crowded markets with stealth or chaotic firepower. Plan your perfect hit with endless creative approaches to every contract. The dynamic world reacts to your every move, fueling tension. Hitman delivers thrilling action on the PS4.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 fight across iconic Star Wars planets in a cinematic multiplayer action epic. Wield lightsabers as Jedi or blasters as troopers in massive chaotic battles. Pilot X-Wings and ATSTs in explosive ground and space combat. Battle heroes like Darth Vader in thrilling, fast-paced showdowns. The single-player campaign adds gripping action depth. Battlefront 2 delivers galactic action on the PS4.
A Plague Tale Requiem. Guide Amicia and Hugo through a Plague Tale medieval world in a gripping sequel. Use stealth, slingshots, and alchemy to evade soldiers and swarms in tense encounters. Craft tools to outwit enemies in heart-pounding chases through war-torn cities. Battle new threats with crossbows and fiery traps in dynamic combat. The emotional story fuels every desperate moment. Requiem delivers cinematic action on the PS4.
Overcooked 2, cook up chaos in a frantic co-op action game set in wild kitchens. Chop, fry, and serve dishes while dodging fires, portals, and moving platforms. Team up with friends to tackle recipes under intense time pressure. Navigate absurd levels from sushi boats to wizard towers filled with culinary hazards. The hilarious chaos keeps every round fast and thrilling.
Overcooked 2 serves up action fun on the PS4.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate rule Victorian London as twin assassins Jacob and Evie Fry, grappled across rooftops to battle Templars with hidden blades and cane swords, hijack carriages and brawl with thugs in gritty open-world street fights, liberate boroughs from gang control in explosive turf wars. The bustling city hides secrets and missions at every turn. Syndicate delivers stylish action on the PS4.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Relive a classic as a soldier in intense cinematic warfare. Storm enemy strongholds with assault rifles and grenades in fast-paced firefights. Navigate global battlefields from deserts to urban war zones with dynamic cover. Team up for multiplayer chaos or tackle the gripping campaign solo. The remastered visuals make every shot pulse-pounding. Modern Warfare is a timeless action shooter on the PS4.
Neo Complete Edition. Rise as a samurai in a demon-infested feudal Japan with all DLC included. Wield katanas in magic in intricate, punishing combat against yokai and warriors. Explore war-torn lands filled with loot, traps, and relentless foes. Master stances and reflexes to defeat brutal bosses in epic duels. The dark atmosphere amplifies every heart-pounding clash. Neo delivers hardcore action on the PS4.
Batman Arkham Knight Definitive Edition. Become the Dark Knight in a gritty, open-world Gotham finale. Glide through rain-soaked streets, pummeling criminals with fluid, bone-crunching combos. Drive the Batmobile through chaotic tank battles and high-speed chases. Stalk villains like Scarecrow with stealthy Predator takedowns. The epic story fuels every cinematic showdown. Arkham Knight is superhero action perfection on the PS4.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. Join Lara Croft on a perilous quest for immortality in a stunning action adventure. Hunt enemies with bows, rifles, and stealth in snowy Siberian wilds. Climb treacherous peaks and explore ancient tombs with deadly traps. Battle cultists and wild animals in dynamic, survival-driven combat. The cinematic visuals make every moment's pulse pounding. Rise of the Tomb Raider is a thrilling PS4 adventure.
Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered fight for freedom as Connor, a Native American assassin in a revolutionary open world. Wield tomahawks and hidden blades to battle Red Coach in brutal, stealthy combat. Command ships in explosive naval battles across stormy seas. Explore colonial cities and wild frontiers packed with missions and danger. The remastered visuals amplify every heart-pounding clash. Assassin's Creed 3 delivers historic action on the PS4.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Blast through a futuristic war zone in a cinematic sci-fi shooter. Pilot spacecraft and battle robots with high-tech weapons in intense firefights. Navigate zero-gravity environments and planetary battlefields with dynamic cover. Team up for multiplayer chaos or fight zombies in co-op horror modes. The epic campaign keeps every shot pulse-pounding. Infinite Warfare delivers explosive action on the PS4.
Hitman 3 stalked the globe as Agent 47 in a cinematic assassination sandbox. Eliminate high-profile targets with sniper rifles, poisons, or creative environmental traps. Infiltrate exotic locales, from Dubai skyscrapers to Berlin nightclubs, with stealth or chaos. Craft your perfect hit with endless tactical approaches to every mission. The dynamic world reacts to your every move, fueling tension. Hitman 3 delivers thrilling action on the PS4.
Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Unleash stylish chaos as Dante, Nero, and V in an expanded demon-slaying epic. Slice through fiends with flashy combos using swords, guns, and demonic powers. Battle across ruined cities and hellish realms filled with grotesque enemies. Face towering bosses that demand precision and creativity to conquer. The Enhanced Edition adds thrilling new content and modes. Devil May Cry 5 is pure action bliss on the PS4.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Dive into a futuristic war zone and a multiplayer-focused action shooter. Blast enemies with high-tech weapons and fast-paced tactical firefights.
Battle zombies in co-op survival modes across chaotic, nightmarish maps. Sprint and slide through dynamic arenas for intense multiplayer showdowns. The polished gameplay keeps every match adrenaline pumping. Black Ops 4 delivers explosive action on the PS4.
Energetic, confident, and conversational. Human-like speech. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Blast through the cosmos as Star-Lord in a thrilling action-adventure. Wield elemental guns and jet boots to battle alien mercenaries in dynamic combat. Lead Rocket, Groot, and the team through vibrant planets filled with explosive set pieces. Dodge and shoot through chaotic battles against cosmic bosses with team combos. The rocking soundtrack feels every pulse-pounding encounter. Guardians of the Galaxy is a galactic action hit on the PS4.
Injustice 2 clashes DC heroes and villains in a cinematic fighting game packed with action. Unleash Superman's heat vision or Harley Quinn's mallet in brutal combo-heavy battles. Fight through story-driven arenas or online matches with precise high-stakes combat. Customize fighters with gear to create unique, devastating playstyles. The stunning visuals amplify every earth-shaking hit. Injustice 2 is a superhero fighting action titan on the PS4.
Assassin's Creed Origins roam ancient Egypt as Bayek, a Medjay warrior in a vast open-world adventure. Wield swords, bows, and hidden blades to battle Talon-Sheikh soldiers and mythical beasts. Ride camels across scorching deserts and explore hidden tombs filled with traps. Engage in visceral combat, blending stealth and brutal strikes to get fierce enemies. The stunning visuals bring every heart-pounding clash to life. Origins delivers epic action on the PS4.
A Plague Tale Requiem Expanded Edition. Survive a rat-plagued medieval world as Amicia and Hugo in a cinematic sequel. Use stealth, crossbows, and alchemy to evade soldiers and swarms' intense chases. Craft tools to outwit enemies in dynamic, heart-pounding encounters. Battle new threats in war-torn cities with fiery traps and cunning. The emotional story fuels every desperate moment. Requiem delivers gripping action on the PS4.
Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. Dominate the arena with an expanded roster and a brutal cinematic fighting game. Unleash gory combos and fatalities with Scorpion, Mylena, and new fighters. Battle through story-driven tournaments or online matches with precise, bloody combat. Customize fighters with gear for strategic high-stakes showdowns. The stunning visuals amplify every bone-crushing hit. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate is a fighting action titan on the PS4.
Call of Duty World War II stormed the beaches of Normandy in a gritty, cinematic World War II shooter. Blast Nazis with rifles and grenades in intense, fast-paced firefights. Navigate war-torn Europe from French villages to German bunkers with dynamic cover. Team up for multiplayer chaos or battle zombies in co-op horror modes. The visceral campaign keeps every shot pulse-pounding. World War II delivers explosive action on the PS4.
Neo 2 Complete Edition. Rise as a half-yokai warrior in a demon-ravaged feudal Japan, with all DLC included. Wield katanas, spears, and yokai powers in punishing skill-based combat. Explore war-torn lands filled with loot, traps, and relentless enemies. Master stances to defeat brutal bosses in epic, heart-pounding duels. The dark atmosphere amplifies every intense clash. Neo 2 delivers hardcore action on the PS4.
Near Replicant version 1.22474487139 Enhanced. Slash through shades as a young warrior in a remastered RPG. Wield swords and magic in fluid, fast-paced combat across desolate landscapes. Battle colossal bosses with devastating attacks and seamless dodging. Explore a tragic world filled with secrets and emotional storytelling. The enhanced visuals amplify every heart-wrenching fight. Near Replicant delivers action with soul on the PS4.
Zombie Army Dead War 4. Fight undead hordes in a chilling WW2 shooter with cooperative chaos. Blast zombies with rifles and occult weapons in gory, fast-paced firefights. Battle grotesque bosses and swarms across haunted cities and graveyards. Upgrade gear for devastating kills in relentless wave-based combat.
The eerie atmosphere keeps tension high in every encounter. Dead War 4 delivers chaotic action on the PS4.